Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 2. Last week, we were due to have a number one contender crowned, and we did have a number one contender crowned for Drew McIntyre's World Championship in a battle between the man in the main event this evening, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, no less. And that battle concluded in incredibly dramatic fashion with the return of Bronson Reed. Not one to be deterred. After Bronson had laid out both Seth and Roman last week, Roman has called for Bronson's head, and he wants him one-on-one this evening, so has been granted the match. But before we get there, some business to attend to. Up and down the brand. First up in the Cruiserweight division, Ilya Dragunov going one-on-one with Johnny Gargano. Both men former Cruiserweight champions, looking to get back to winning ways. Last time out, we saw Ilya Dragunov involved in a fatal four-way elimination match to determine the number one contender to Seth Rollins' TV championship. Dragunov was first eliminated in that match, which consisted of himself, Kaiser, Vinci, and Gunther. The man standing tall on that occasion was Gunther, but Kaiser appears to have regrouped, and with the ever-watchful eye of William Regal by his side, appears to have firmly aligned himself with Imperium. Will his tutelage be able to get Ilya Dragunov back into championship contention? Gargano with a serious point to prove now with a title that he doesn't really want to his name as the worst title defense or worst championship reign in FDW history. It's dethroning Ricochet, no less, losing every single match he was in until he inevitably lost the belt to Xavier Woods, who's your current champion. Gargano's got a lot to do here this evening, but a win over Ilya Dragunov would certainly help his chances of getting back into the conversation, as he's fallen pretty low down the order when it comes to championship rankings. Gargano swinging a miss there with the drop kick. Dragunov just tees off on Johnny Gargano. This evening's show will be an exhibition of the talent we have here on the brand. Some unsung heroes who've gone unnoticed for too long, as we'll be seeing Tyler Breeze go one-on-one with LA Knight, and Fallon Henley in singles action as well, going against Tegan Knox. Of course, that huge main event this evening, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Dragunov firmly in control of this matchup, swiping Johnny Gargano to the floor from the turnbuckle, as Regal watches on, ever vigilant. A stoic presence as Dragunov looks to impress the master, wrenching at the neck of Johnny Gargano. He throws Dragunov into the stairs. Count of 5 now for Johnny Wrestling. Ilya looks to head back to the ring and immediately gets flattened. Strong strikes now. As Gargano looks to drop Ilya Dragunov onto his head. And so far, a nice back and forth contest. Dragunov just spiking Johnny Gargano down to the mat. Both men with a bit between their teeth, but none more so than Ilya Dragunov. Looking for a suplex, but nope. Wrapped up in the turnbuckle. Viciousness from Ilya Dragunov there as he just drags Johnny Gargano's head across the ropes, much to the delight of William Regal. Dragunov looks to roll through with a huge deadlift single arm slam. He heads to the top rope, and this could potentially be another loss for Johnny Gargano as Ilya Dragunov hits a massive senton from the top rope. Really feeling himself now. Gargano with it scouted, able to roll through. Just cheeky kick to the back of the leg of Ilya Dragunov as both men now start slugging it out. Showing that their championship reigns were not just a flash in the pan. Disrespectful open palm slap there from Dragunov. Gargano returning the favour. Punching, slapping, just brawling for everything they're worth. It's not really what the cruiserweights are known for, but hard-hitting style nonetheless. Both men evenly matched now. Locking up once again. Gargano in control. As he lawn darts Ilya Dragunov into the second rope, the crimson mask starts to pour from the forehead of Ilya Dragunov. And with the blood gushing, Dragunov gets him up for the huge powerbomb. Just releasing Gargano and letting gravity do the work. And there's the victory. A victory he much needed after last week. Under the tutelage of William Regal. Imperium standing tall. Once again. Singles action now. Tyler Breeze against LA Knight. In a battle of who's got the weirdest kind of body warmer sleeveless thing as part of their attire. We haven't seen LA Knight nor Tyler Breeze in quite some time, as they've been out the back just sort of chilling, waiting for their opportunity. Tonight could be the night. Getting back in front of the crowds, underneath the bright lights. We think back to Tyler Breeze's highlights, and there aren't many, but his debut in Season 2 of FDW against Seth Rollins. The first man to challenge and the first man to fail in Season 2, as Seth Rollins has not relinquished that belt all season. He held on to it for the majority of Season 1 as well. Championship reign coming up to a year now. Probably already surpassed it. But LA Knight really feeling himself coming down to the ring. Knight still yet to have his breakout moment as well, as he's come up short on multiple occasions and TV title contention, Money in the Bank contention, world title contention. Perhaps he needs to focus on the low stakes for now and build up to the big stakes. Steak. Knight now to the top rope. Hitting a huge diving elbow there. Ooh, and a mistimed kick there from Tyler Breeze. Knight capitalizes on it. Now these two showcasing everything they're capable of against each other. Looking ahead to the horizon, we know what's looming. There's something rumbling in the distance. Both these men could find themselves in the legendary Royal Rumble match. Who knows who's going to be in that match? Superstars from FDW, from Raw, from Smackdown, even from the free agent pool could find themselves in the Royal Rumble. It's all going to be a big surprise. But getting your name out there certainly can't hurt your chances. You might find yourself being booked for it. As Knight looks to score a pinfall over Breeze. Breeze rolls out of harm's way as LA Knight looks to drop the leg. And Breeze just slamming LA Knight's head off the mat. There's that frustration setting in. Breeze showing that he is still here. He can still go with the best of them. Why is he not getting a shot? Well, this is his shot. Chance to prove that he can step up. Hang with the best of them. Huge back body drop now as Tyler Breeze looks to secure a pinfall, but not quite on this occasion. Huge super kick from Tyler Breeze now as he thinks about the beauty shot. Knight dazed and confused. There it is. Beauty shot. And a quick strike to the back for good measure. Breeze needs to think about go for a pinfall. I don't quite know what he's doing after hitting his signature move. Knight back in control. There's the cover. Kick out at 2. Whip off the rope. Huge back elbow there. Appears to have busted Tyler Breeze open as once again. The blood flowing here on FDW. Now feeling himself in control of the matchup. Big boot there. Just flattening Tyler Breeze, bringing him down to the mat. Double axe handle off the second rope. That could be all she wrote. As Breeze, blood in his eyes, kicks out at 1. As the bloodlust only enraged Tyler Breeze. Oh, and LA Knight rolling through into a Boston Crab. That is some good mat-based wrestling right there. Breeze bleeding from the eye. You can see it there, folks. Real back and forth contest this one as Tyler Breeze got Knight now dazed and confused in the corner. Dumps into the outside. Knight hangs on for all he's worth. But still Breeze with enough follow-up to kick him to the curb. Kick to the midsection. Knight gets him up for a powerbomb. Breeze powering out. Fantastic singles action here from these two superstars. As Knight thought about a big boot to the midsection, Breeze able to scout it with some stiff strikes and a super kick. Hooks the leg, can it be? Kick out at 2 from LA Knight. Breeze immediately following up though, not giving Knight any chance for respite. That's what you've got to do in these sort of situations. Starting to feel himself now. Big roll through blockbuster there. Tyler Breeze heads to the top rope. Potential high-risk maneuver. High risk, high reward. Big crossbody. Could this be 3 for Tyler Breeze? He goes for it again. Only a 1 count. As now, Breeze with the retaliation on LA Knight has got him busted open. Blunt force trauma from LA Knight to Tyler Breeze, and that is usually the end. Busting him open only enraged him. He hit the BFT, and that was the end of that. A game performance from Tyler Breeze. But LA Knight picking up a big victory. A much needed victory after having been out of action for so long. Fantastic performance there from LA Knight. And from one exhibition to another, Fallon Henley versus Tegan Knox. The plucky upstart versus one of the pillars. One of the founding fathers, one might say. The founding mother of FDW.
The following contest is scheduled for...
A few episodes ago, we saw a big victory for Fallon Henley, overcoming Bayley en route to Survivor Series. Picking up her first win. It's a big moment for her. She fancies a tune-up herself. So who better to test herself against than Tegan Knox? The women's division in a little bit of a state of disarray at the moment, as Bianca Belair has beaten literally everyone. But where there is chaos, we must rebuild. Knox strutting her way down to the ring. A win here for either woman would be big, but particularly for Fallon Henley, who seeks to defeat the FDW legend that is Tegan Knox. And there's the bell. Knox straight out of the gate now on Fallon Henley. Knox firmly in control as she starts to throw Fallon Henley around the ring, but don't discount Fallon Henley. She strikes fast, she strikes strong. But Knox dismantling her opponent. Huge splash. Henley, with it scouted, rolls out of harm's way and throws Tegan Knox around the ring. Country girl style. Still to come this evening, we've got Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed in singles action. 2 huge acquisitions for FDW. Reigns recently debuting. Tegan Knox, a kick to the leg, and only a 1 count on this occasion. But yet Reigns recently debuting ahead of Survivor Series, finding himself in singles action, coming up short against Rollins, which is no shame, given the dominance of Rollins. But last week, the purple brand flipped well and truly on its head with the return of Bronson Reed. And you want to talk about dominant champions. There are arguably none more so dominant than Bronson Reed, at least in the manner in which he conducted his business. Speaking of dominant champions, Tegan Knox now looking to take charge of this matchup. Henley kicking through. Looking to put Knox away here. Only a count of 1. The crowd firmly behind Fallon Henley. Everybody loves an underdog. Tegan Knox reversing it. And Fallon Henley goes reversal for reversal. Huge kicks there from Henley. And that's what she's got to use to her advantage, those big strong strikes. She stomps Knox down into the basement drop kick. The experience of Tegan Knox now rolling to the outside to get some breathing room, but Henley having absolutely none of it, just cross bodies herself to the outside, following Knox, not letting up. She's got one hell of a point to prove here. Running bulldog from Fallon Henley. Could that be all she wrote? Henley looks to kick to the midsection, but Knox reverses it. Gets in control. Spinning uppercut there. Gets Henley down to the mat. There's a 2 count. Still enough fight in the plucky upstart. Big power display there from Fallon Henley as she throws Tegan Knox to the outside of the ring. Wisely getting herself some breathing room. Is she about to take a count-out victory? Surely not. Not another one. Up to a count of 4 as we're back between the ropes. Knox letting Henley build up momentum and then reversing it to slam her back down with a big kick. Tegan Knox firmly in charge of this matchup now, as we've seen it before. I'm sure we're going to see it again. She stomps down Henry, who collapses. And Tegan Knox sets it up. The shiniest wizard. It's been a while, but that's usually enough. And Tegan Knox showing what the women's division is all about.
Here is your winner, Tegan Knox.
As again she senses a rumble on the horizon. Would be huge for her. Now, speaking of rumblings, Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns, and it appears that Bronson Reed has got himself a little bit of backup, which is not like him at all. As Drew McIntyre, the FDW champion, heads down to ringside and is in the corner of Bronson Reed. That's something we don't see every day. Roman coming out the gate swinging with an immediate cutter like a assault there on Bronson Reed. But Bronson back to dominance. It's a match we didn't think we'd see here on FDW for some time. But the returning Bronson Reed has shifted the landscape of FDW once again. Now, neither of these men are #1 contender for Drew McIntyre's championship. That man is rightfully Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins has his own problems to be concerned about, as Gunther is #1 contender for his championship. The plot thickens, folks. And all the while, You've got Bronson and Roman brawling in the main event, with Drew McIntyre watching on. Perhaps he's just looking to keep an eye on the competition, or is this some twisted alliance he's got with Bronson Reed? Don't know what to make of it. But Drew's got to sense all sorts of targets on his back as Bronson Reed now looks to pin Roman Reigns. It's a huge sitting slam there. And there's the dominance of Bronson, just throwing Roman Reigns around like he's nothing. Dragging him back to his feet and yeeting him across the ring. Big sidewalk slam there from Roman Reigns. And a win here for Roman would be good and would assert himself pretty high up on the food chain. But if there's one thing you don't want to be doing, you don't want to be starting beef with Bronson. Roman with the guillotine locked in. Gonna have to get up pretty early in the morning to try and submit Bronson Reed though. Bronson gets him up into the fireman's carry and looks to snake eyes Roman Reigns off the top turnbuckle. Reed changing gears again. Both of these men as well must also be very aware that the Rumble is on the horizon. Huge splash from Bronson Reed. Tsunami off the top rope. Only a 2 count. Roman with enough fighting him to kick out of it. Spear from Roman Reigns to Bronson Reed. Could this be the upset, quote unquote? Roman Reigns has defeated the returning Bronson Reed.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
Eyebrows raised. Eyebrows raised indeed. Everyone we've seen tonight showcasing what FDW is all about, from the power to the high-flying cruiserweight to the technicality to the brawl-like nature between Knight and Tyler Breeze, from the pillar of Tegan Knox and upstart Fallon Henley. It's been a real showcase evening for FDW. But the question remains, what was Drew McIntyre doing in Bronson Reed's corner? Did that distract him? We've never really seen Bronson Reed have anyone in his corner before. Is he going to be thankful for Drew's presence? Or is he not? Only time will tell, and we'll find out what Bronson will do next. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. See you soon.